Good morning, everyone. We're almost ready to get started, so quick! Here is your 30-second countdown. Caden and Kimberlyn, grab something frozen. Cora and Caleb, find something that is at least 4 different colors. Then come back as fast as possible and get ready for another fun Sunday morning.
Happy Sunday! We're so glad you're here with us in the jar. We've got a lot of fun planned because this month is all about creativity. Creativity is imagining what you could do because you're made in God's image. God's creativity is indescribable. It has no limits. And since God created us to be like Him, we can be creative too. In fact, I'll give you an example. I have here a few things that people have created and given to me. So like these guys, these are owls created by my daughters, Ava and Audrey. They took lumps of clay and they created what they thought were really cool owls, and I love them.
Totally amazing. I agree, they're very cool owls.
Let's see, this one. This is a cross that my friend Jeffrey made me. He just found scraps of wood and string, put it together, and wrote the word patience on it. It was a reminder for me to pray for patience when I was stressed out. That was a nice gift.
Good job, Jeffrey.
Let's see, this one I created. I painted an elephant using my fingers and a paintbrush. And I thought that's pretty cool. That was creative.
Wow, if you remember my elephant hand painting, that's better.
And then sometimes, creativity doesn't just mean art. It could also be solving problems. My friend Matt, we had a problem. We couldn't ever decide what to do for lunch. So he took a toy and he made a wheel of lunch places. So now we have a creative way to pick lunch. So super creative. So creativity, everybody can be creative. So tell me, Jeremy, how creative are you?
Well, I suppose that depends on what you mean by creative. Am I a skilled painter or a sculptor or a crafter? Not particularly, but I can make some fun stuff sometimes. However, I'm pretty good at telling stories, writing, and problem solving. So I'm a decent actor too. Yeah, so I think we're all creative in different ways, and even when my creations aren't anything to write home about, they're still always unique to me. So I guess I would say I'm pretty creative. But I also have a feeling there's a purpose to this question. Something is coming. Oh no. Are you gonna put me in a cage underwater with limited air supply and no way out, and then I have to creatively figure out how to escape before my air supply runs out and I die? Not again.
Again?
Not again.
What are you talking about? That happened to you before?
Nope, I made it up. Creative, right?
I guess so, yeah. But no, that's definitely not gonna happen. I have a less terrifying idea, which will be so much more fun. All right, you ready?
Yeah,
Here we go. I have a tray of things. You've seen this tray before. Are you ready?
I think so.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right, so I have this tray just full of random items, and all you have to do is create something.
Oh, awesome. That's not scary at all. Do I have to be blindfolded or have a tarantula on my head while I do this?
What? No. Nobody ever said it would be scary.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I confuse myself. Well, good. I'll make something out of this stuff that will blow your socks off.
I'm not wearing any socks. It's 85 degrees outside.
Oh, foiled again. Oh well, it'll be something good though. Something.
Okay. While you work on your creation, I have a trivia game for us to play.
Wait. You mean to tell me that I have to do multitasking? It's like this game was designed for literally anybody but me.
This is trivia though, and you're really smart, and you're good with facts. You'll do great. Our friends at home, you guys can play too. So you know that God created everything we see, right? Let's see what you know about all the things he made with this super fun game called The Sky's the Limit.
Oh. All right, I'll do my very best. Let's
Okay,
go.
it'll be great. You'll do great. I'll just ask them some questions and give you a multiple choice answer and, well, let's get started. Are you ready? Okay.
Ready as I'll ever be.
Number 1. What is the number 29,029? Is it A, the number of species of animals, B, the height of Mount Everest in feet, or C, the number of active volcanoes in the world?
I am going to go with Mount Everest.
Jeremy, you're right.
Yes!
It's Mount Everest.
Woo! One
Good
for one.
job. One for
While
one.
sculpting.
Well done. Number 2. What is the smallest known thing in the universe? Is it A, a cork, B, your piece of cake when your brother cuts it, or C, an ant?
It is a quark.
Do you know what a quark is?
It's like a subatomic particle.
Oh my gosh, he is smart. You are correct,
Yes!
Jeremy. It is a quark. Good job. That's 2 for 2. All right.
Oh, yes.
Number 3. What is the largest animal believed to ever exist? Is it A, the Loch Ness Monster, B, the Great White Shark, or C, the blue whale?
I think it is the blue whale.
Oh my gosh, you're a genius. It is. It's the blue whale. Speaking of blue whales, how you doing over there?
I'm doing pretty good.
Wow.
I've not quite gotten my my little pipe cleaner. That's what this is called. This pipe cleaner around here. But I've already got a pretty decent alien going. So this is gonna be
Okay,
good.
well, that looks awesome. You keep creating. All right, number 4. What is the smallest known mammal? The shrew, the chihuahua, or the African pygmy hedgehog?
Oh. This is a harder one. I'm gonna guess the African pygmy hedgehog.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's the shrew,
Look
isn't it?
at the little shrew.
It's
He's
the shrew.
so cute.
I knew shrews were small.
All right, well, that's one you didn't get. Okay.
Yeah.
Number 5. The world's tallest waterfall, Angel Falls, is how many feet tall? 101,242 feet, 2,567 feet, or 3,230 feet?
Okay.
A, B, or C?
C.
Wow.
3,230.
Was that a guess?
Yes, it was.
Good guess.
I was pretty sure it wasn't A, but I didn't know between B and C.
Look, it's
pretty.
It's pretty.
Ooh, that is pretty.
I like it. All right. Number 6. The deepest cave in the world is called the something I can't pronounce cave. And it is over 7,000 feet deep. Where is it located? Somewhere in Georgia that I also can't pronounce. That's A. Or B, Atlanta, Georgia. Or C, Baku, somewhere else I can't pronounce.
I'm gonna say A.
The place I can't pronounce, Georgia?
Yeah.
You're right.
Wow!
Wow.
Man, I'm killing it today.
You are.
This is really
Look,
good.
how do you pronounce that?
I would Abkhazia.
Yep, sure. That's perfect.
Totally weird.
Uh-huh.
Totally weird.
All right, number 7. What is the highest point in the United States? Okay.
Okay.
Is it A, Denali, B, Mount Kilimanjaro, or C, Pikes Peak?
Ooh. I don't think Kilimanjaro's even in the United States, so I'm gonna say Denali. Let's say
You
Denali.
wanna go with that?
Sure.
You are correct.
Wow!
See, you're so good at trivia, even when distracted. Speaking of
Maybe
distracted,
better when distracted. I should always be playing with Play-Doh when doing trivia. That's the answer.
how is your creation going?
Well, honestly, I'm getting really close to done. I just keep coming up with new things to add to this little guy, but
That's the fun part about creation.
Yeah.
You're not done unless you say you are. So you
That's right.
keep going.
Oh, I'm
Number
not done.
8.
I'm not done.
Ready?
uh-huh.
What is the lowest place in the United States? A, Miami, Florida.
Uh-huh.
B, Death Valley, California. Or C, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Huh. The lowest point is, let's say New Orleans.
No, it's not.
Not New Orleans?
It's Death Valley, California.
That makes sense. It's a valley.
Look.
Should have guessed that one, honestly.
All right, number 9, are you ready?
I think so.
What is the largest body of water in the world?
The
A,
largest.
Pacific Ocean, B, Atlantic Ocean, or C, the Mississippi River?
I think it's the Pacific Ocean.
You are correct.
Yes!
Can you spell Mississippi backwards?
Slowly?
No, never mind.
I-P-P-I-S-S-I-S-S-I-M.
Oh my gosh.
Wow!
Wow.
Not that slowly, apparently.
Not that slowly.
I used
That
to
was
live in
very good.
Mississippi. I learned to spell it a lot.
You did. Huh,
Yeah.
Interesting facts about Jeremy Day.
You learn new things every day.
Last question, are you ready? What is the smallest ocean? A, the Indian Ocean,
Okay.
B, the Southern Ocean, or C, the Arctic Ocean?
Tough. I really don't know, but I've done well so far, so I'm just going to go with my gut, and I'm going to say the Indian Ocean.
Aw,
Oh, not this time.
bummer. It was C, the Arctic Ocean. That's
second
the
guess.
smallest.
Oh, well.
You know what? You got 8 out of 10. That is not bad.
I'm calling that a solid job well done today.
You're very good at
Put that on the
trivia.
list of things I'm good at, apparently.
And God made all of those things.
He sure did.
So, what did you make?
I made Kowalski.
Oh, he has a name even.
Yes! Creatively came up with a name for Kowalski. So Kowalski is an alien from the planet Zorp, and he has both a red eye and a blue eye, just because I felt that was fun. There's his antennas, pretty classic alien. He is waving and dancing with 2 different sparklers, you know, like those little firework things that you light. Anyway, he's also at a party, so he's got one of those party things, and it's coming out from his face, and he's walking on stilts.
Oh my gosh. That's so awesome, Jeremy. That is totally creative.
Thank you.
I'm so impressed. And now I think it's time for you to do something even more creative and give us the preview of the Bible story.
Oh, sure. I love that idea. All right. Set Kowalski down gently, because I love him. Have you ever seen a really good movie? What about a really beautiful painting, or an amazing alien, or maybe you've read a really good book, or you've seen a really impressive YouTube video? For example, I love movies and TV. That's because I love a good story. I like telling stories, and I like listening to stories. That's probably why I always preview the Bible story every week. Now, when I see a really good movie, I am in awe of the writers, directors, actors, the people who created the movie. I think to myself, that person is really incredible. Sometimes I can hardly even imagine how someone could make something so exciting, beautiful, and surprising. When people create amazing things, it impresses me. I become convinced that the person who made that beautiful thing is someone pretty special. They're someone that I want to be like. Now, consider God. The Bible says that He made everything. He made the stars, the planets, the mountains, the trees. He made the eagles, the zebras, the lions, the pangolins. Seriously, look up pangolins. Pangolins are interesting critters. They look exactly like a sand shrew from Pokemon. It's awesome. Anyway, God made literally everything we see. He even made the stuff we don't see. Most importantly, He made you, me, and every human person you've ever met. God is the ultimate creator, and He created us in His image. We are not God, but we were created to be like God in many ways. That includes being creative. So today's Bible story is all about being amazed at God's creativity. His creativity has no limits. And just like someone who makes a beautiful painting, a funny YouTube video, or a great movie, we should stand in awe of how great and special God is. He's more impressive than any other creator because He made it all. Our Bible verse sums up how we should respond to God's creativity perfectly. Lord, You are great. You are really worthy of praise. No one can completely understand how great You are. Psalm 145:3.
I love that story, Jeremy. Since we are made in God's image, we have the ability to be creative too. God's creativity is totally limitless, and that's exactly our bottom line today. There's no limit to God's creativity. Now, we're not as limitless as God is, but because we're made in His image, each of us has amazing creative potential. Together, we can create all sorts of different things, and that's what we're going to do this month. Just like I challenged Jeremy to create something today, that's your challenge this whole month. Each week, make something, anything at all. Then post it, a fun picture or a video of you sharing your creation on the Harbor Cove Kids Facebook page. We want to see all the stuff you can make that no one else can make, because God made you totally special and unique. And every time you make something creative, we see a little bit more of God's limitless creativity through you.
You are blowing my socks off, Jess. And I was actually wearing socks, unlike you. So I'm so excited to see how God's creativity shows up in all of you this week. Until then, I guess we'll see you later. Stick around for some worship music, the Bible story, and all that creative goodness. Bye! Oh, this is a fun party. Shh, look at my sparklers. I'm amazing. My name's Kowalski. Kowalski. Oh, hey, how you doing, Tim?
Hey,
Tim, what's that straw doing in your head?
there's a straw in my head.
I think so. Yep, it's a straw.
Oh, I don't know, it's probably like those things that whales have, I guess. Are we underwater?
Sure, we're underwater, of course. That's now a thing. That's canon.
You made the earth, you keep it spinning. You made the ocean and everything in it, and you made the sky so blue, and you made every other color too. You made the sun, you keep it shining. You put the moon up in the midnight sky, and everything around me created by you only. I just wanna thank you, 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful. You made my feet, you made my hands. You made me sing and you make me dance, 'cause your love is all around me, and your love is so astounding. I just wanna thank you, 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful. Here we go, break it down now. Everything you created with your imagination is wonderful and good, wonderful and good. You're my inspiration beyond all explanation. You're wonderful and good, you're wonderful and good. Everything you created with your imagination is wonderful and good, wonderful and good. You're my inspiration beyond all explanation. You're wonderful and good, you're wonderful and good. I just wanna thank you, 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful. I just wanna thank you, 'cause everything you made is so beautiful. Every single star and every beat of my heart, and it's beautiful.
The Bible. It's 66 books of history, stories, letters, and poetry that fit together to form God's one big story. The epic adventure of how He created us and loves us so much that He made a way to rescue us. As we travel through the Bible, from Genesis to Revelation, we discover people who met God and found their lives changed forever. Now, for an amazing story. Inspired by the book of Genesis, chapters 1 and 2.
In the beginning. The very beginning. Before the first breath. Before the first flash of color. Before the first moment in time. There was nothing. Nothing. Nothing except God. But when God saw nothing, he saw a blank canvas. He saw the perfect backdrop for a work of art beyond imagination. So, God created. From absolutely nothing, he brought forth the heavens and the earth. But there was no shape or form. God's Spirit hovered over the dark emptiness. Then, God called out,
"Let there be light."
Brilliant light shattered the darkness like golden trumpets on a still morning. Bright rays shimmered and danced in all the hues of the rainbow. God saw the light was good. He divided the light from the dark, calling the light day and the darkness night. Evening and morning together shaped the very first day of all time. Then God said,
"Let there be a huge space between the waters. Let it separate water from water."
By his words alone, God shifted the waters, leaving a vast arching space above, the sky. Evening and morning rolled past, the second day. God lifted his voice again.
"Let the water under the sky be gathered into one place. Let ground appear."
Dry land shrugged its way out of the water. Islands and vast continents and gritty deserts and towering mountains. God called the dry ground land, and he called all the gathered waters seas. But God had even bigger plans for this day.
"Let the land produce plants, and let there be trees on the land."
In moments, tall grasses unfurled across the plains, and giant redwoods shot up from the dirt. Flowers and grapevines and carrots and corn sprouted and flourished. God saw that all of it was good. That evening and morning closed out the third day.
"Let there be lights in the huge space of the sky. Let them separate the day from the night."
At the sound of God's voice, the blazing sun exploded into being. The silvery moon spun out. Stars and galaxies flooded into space, filling the universe. Pew, pew, pew. God set the sun to rule the day, and the moon to rule the night. And God saw it was good. That evening and morning made up the fourth day. But God wasn't done painting his masterpiece just yet.
"Let the seas be filled with living things. Let birds fly above the earth and across the huge space of the sky."
Instantly, the seas and rivers and ponds writhed with dolphins and octopi, salmon and minnows. Eagles soared and bluebirds nested, while ostriches stretched their long necks. God saw they were good. That evening and morning formed the fifth day. But God kept working on his creation.
"Let there be livestock and creatures that move along the ground and wild animals."
At once, animals of every kind appeared. Elephants thundered through the forests, and squirrels darted up tree trunks. Monkeys chattered, and pigs rolled happily in the mud. God saw it was all good. But he had one more creation in mind.
"Let us make human beings so that they are like us. Let them rule over the fish and the birds. Let them rule over all the animals."
Then, with his own hands, God formed the very first man and the very first woman, Adam and Eve.
I'm me. And you are you.
And this place? It's beyond words.
Unlike the animals, God made people in his image to reflect him.
"Have children and fill the earth. Rule over the fish and the birds and every living creature. I am giving you every plant on the earth for food."
God looked over everything he had created and saw that it was very good. That evening and morning were the sixth day. And on the seventh day, God rested. I mean, his work was finished. His glorious creation was complete. But because God had formed people in his image, they too could reflect his imagination and creativity. The possibilities ahead of them were endless.
Hello, I'm John, and welcome back to The Joy of Sculpting, where we take beautiful things and make even more beautiful things out of them. Let's take this sculpture of my co-host, Brandon. Isn't that lovely? So lifelike, his eyes, his hair. The detail really is marvelous. But what if we could make something new out of it? Let's see. Let's take a little bit of Brandon's hair off, like this. And we can just put that there. Oh, that's nice. Kind of squishy. And what do we have here? Oh, look. It's Brandon's little brain. Little brain. We'll put that right here, very carefully. And what if his ears can go here? There you go. Now let's take Brandon's happy eyes, and we can put those eyes, put them right here. Look at those wonderful eyes. Looking right back at you. What have these eyes seen? I don't know. Just put those right there. Now, what can we make with what's left? I think I have an idea. What if we make an edge right there? Yeah, and an edge right here. Oh, that's nice. How about here? Oh, that's nice. Or how about here? Hey, I'm starting to see something. Here we go. Let's just use the board for extra pressure. Isn't that beautiful? It's a brick. You could build a big, beautiful house out of this brick. That's how strong it is.
Hey, John, have you seen my self-sculpture? I've been looking for it.
How nice.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brandon.
And I'm John, and welcome to
The and Show.
Well done.
Yeah.
High five. Oh, that was close.
I'll get it. I'll figure it out one day.
Sure.
So what is all this stuff that you have?
Oh, I'm coming up with some new super mutants for a new comic book I'm creating.
Oh, well, that sounds fun. How do you come up with your new mutants?
Well, I have a jar of heads,
Okay.
a jar of creature bodies, and a jar of superpowers.
Oh, and you what? Do you just draw them out?
Sure.
One
I'll
by
show you.
one?
Watch this. Oh, I got a horse head.
All right.
And I'll just take this one. T-Rex body. Look at that.
Cool.
And a superpower is static electricity.
Oh, static electricity. Huh.
Yeah. Not everyone can leap over tall buildings in a single bound, Brandon.
Oh, well, that's true, I guess.
There you go. I think we'll call this guy Sir Neighborly, the Sparkosaurus Rex.
I think I can make this more interesting.
Explain how.
All right.
Mutant Melee.
What am I looking at? Hey, that's me.
No, that's your avatar. Except now you're...
Sir Neighborly, the Sparkosaurus Rex. Superpower, static electricity. Versus Panda King. Superpower, interpretive bamboo. Ready? Melee!
It's working! Static electricity!
No!
Ow!
My turn.
What are you doing?
Music.
Winner! Round 2.
All right. Who am I going to be this time? How about...
Captain Fish Breath. Superpower, Fish Breath. versus Bat Boy. Superpower can fly. As long as he doesn't realize he's in the air.
What does he mean I can only fly unless I realize I'm in the air?
Ready? Melee!
Ah! I'm flying! Oh, no! Oh! Ow! This is a video game! I shouldn't be able to smell it! Oh, that's terrible.
Winner!
Oh, it still stinks. Get these things off me.
Yeah, it does stink.
Great, I'm gonna have to do laundry. Oh, or maybe burn them.
Wait, before you do that, it's Bible story time with Kellen.
Hey, everybody.
What's up, Kellen?
Not much. Say, what do you got there?
Laundry from our game of Mutant Melee.
Cool. Do you mind if I use it for the story?
Oh, sure thing.
Thanks. Our story starts with the very first verse of the very first chapter of the very first book of the Bible, Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. The earth didn't have any shape. There was darkness over the surface of the waves. The Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. God saw that the light was good. He separated the light from the darkness and called the light day and the darkness night. How's that for a beginning? And that was just day one. On the second day, God made the sky. God said, "Let there be a huge space between the waters." And that's exactly what happened. And God called the huge space sky. That was day two. But it was the next day when God's creativity really took root. God said, "Let the water under the sky be gathered into one place. Let the dry ground appear." God called the dry ground land. Then God said, "Let the land produce plants," and trees and plants and flowers sprung out of the ground. And God saw that it was good. That closes the book on day 3. But God wasn't finished. He had a whole sky to fill. God said, "Let there be lights in the huge space of the sky." And so the stars were created. And then God made the moon to rule over the night. He made the sun to rule over the day. And God saw that it was good. Day 4, boom, sun, moon, and stars. Without them, we wouldn't know what time of day it was. Think about that. Okay, stop thinking. Things are about to get wild. God said, "Let the seas be filled with living things." So God created every kind of living thing that fills the oceans. And God said, "Let birds fly above the earth across the huge space of the sky." And then God created every kind of bird that flies. And God saw that it was good. That was the 5th day. But it was the 6th day when God made his masterpiece. And I'm not talking about the platypus. God said, "Let the land produce every kind of animal: cows, horses, chickens, bugs, snakes, mice, rhinoceroses, orangutans, platypi," and it was all good. And then God said, wait for it, "Let us make human beings." Watch out, world. Here we come. So God created human beings in his own likeness. He created them as male and female. And God told them to take care of the earth and all that was in it. This was day 6. On the 7th day, God rested from all his work. But before he did that, he took a good look at everything he had created, and he saw that it was very good. The end.
That was incredible.
It really is incredible when you think about all the things God created. I mean, whether it's a huge planet in space or a tiny little eyelash. Like, oh,
Ow.
make a wish.
No, you are so weird.
What?
Get that away from me.
Yeah. There's really no limit to God's creativity. You can find it anywhere.
I found it sitting right next to me.
Aww. Thanks for the story, Kellen.
You got it. See you guys next time.
Later.
See ya.
What a great story.
Yeah, I loved how my gym shorts turned into an orangutan.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I took from the story, too.
Yeah.
Reveal the question.
Awesome. Where do you see God's creativity?
Yeah, do you see it in a stream flowing through the woods?
Or in a star that's over 100 miles away?
Yeah, except stars are like millions of miles away, John.
So, over 100, right?
Right.
Talk about it with each other. Where do you see God's creativity?
And we will see you next time on The
So-and-so Show. It's right there. You can read it. It's in gold.
No! No!